3 of our goats are pregnant, and we're about a week away from our first doe giving birth. And in preparation for that, we're gonna do what's called a dairy clip, where we shave around her udder and around her tail so that when we milk, hair doesn't get into the milk. And when they give birth, it gets like kind of yucky. So a clip will help to just keep it all sanitary and clean. So come along. I've never done a dairy clip. I'm assuming Sam hasn't either.
I do them all the time.
So we've watched some videos on it, and I think we're well versed in how to do it. This beautiful girl should be giving birth any day now, right, Bubs? Right, Bubs? Should happen. This is Tenacity. We call her TT for short. And she's the first goat that we have that's due. You can see under here, her udder is coming in, but it's very fuzzy. So we're gonna have to give her a clip. She's not gonna like it. It's her first freshening, which means it's her first time having a baby. And she is not used to being touched down there, but we're gonna have to change that. Look at that little udder.
Nice little wag.
Nice little wag. Good girl, TT. After every sesh on the milk stand, they get a peanut for being such good goats. Yes, you're gonna be a good mama. This beautiful girl is Souffle. She's a very sweet goat. She's not the brightest, but she's sweet.
Also a first freshener, so this is her first time.
Got a cute little udder. Much more easygoing than Tenacity. Look how good that looks. Good girl, Souffle. I forgot to mention that Souffle is due a week after Tenacity. So we have 2 goats that are due in about 2 weeks and 1 goat that's due in a week. Like a big baby belly. Beautiful girl. All right, this is Taboo. This is Taboo's 3rd freshening. So that means this will be her 3rd time having babies. So she's a little bit more experienced on the milk stand. And as you can see, her udder is much more developed. It ain't the prettiest thing, but it's ours. Haircut's all done. Time for a peanut.
I just gave it to her.
Oh, you get one more. Good girl. Can you feel babies, Sam?
I think so.
She looks pregnant to me. So now I'm gonna start working on my raised beds. I'm gonna start planting things, but before I plant anything in them, I have to do some work on them. So since we have the rabbits, their manure is a really good cold compost. Cold compost essentially means that you don't have to break it down or compost it at all before going right on the garden. I can just take the droppings and apply it directly to the garden, and it won't burn any of the plants. A lot of other manures, you have to compost it first, and then put it on the garden bed. Because if not, it's too nitrogen rich and it'll burn everything. But the rabbit manure, you can just put it right onto the garden bed and it's fine. It's actually one of the best manures you can use in gardening. So I'm gonna go collect it, spread it, add some compost, mulch it, and then I'm ready to sow some seeds. Little firefly. Hi, little dude. Springtime, love it. Got my bed prepped, and now it's time to start seeding. I'm gonna start with some Bloomsdale spinach. before I get too ahead of myself, I like to try to stay as organized as possible. Easier said than done. But I have these garden layouts that I had printed out last year. And I write the season and the year. And within each garden bed, I write what I'm planting. So if you can see that, I have 2 rows of spinach, 2 rows of arugula. These edges of the back rows are all asparagus, which aren't coming up yet, but they're perennials, so they'll come up eventually, so I won't want to plant anything in there. So as I go, I mark out where I plant everything. In each season, like, you know, early summer, late summer, fall, these beds will change and they'll kind of ebb and flow with the seasons. So that's why I do a different one for each season, because these are all cool weather crops since it's still spring and we're still getting frost every single night. Last night it was 30 degrees. Well, it was 30 degrees when I woke up, so it's still chilly here. That's why spinach and arugula are good things to plant. And then in here, I document what day it is and then what I'm planting, and if I direct sowed it, like last week I indoor sowed stuff, and then I always write the maturity dates, and then within here I can write notes and things and to-do lists. So try to stay organized. It always is more organized in the beginning of the season, and then as the gardening progresses, I get more and more lazy and less organized. So we'll see if I keep it up. I usually do okay. Alright, so I got this one L-shaped garden bed planted, and this week I'm going to work on the rest of the garden beds. As you can probably tell, they need some love, they need some weeding. The same thing with the rabbit manure and more compost and mulching on top. Probably won't do too much more seeding, just because it's too early. So tomorrow will be another fun day of this. And the weeds are a wonderful source of nutrients for my chickens. I just weeded a bunch of stuff and gave it to them, and there's more of that coming for them, so they're gonna be happy, and nothing goes to waste. Wow, good job, Slow. Hey, big jump. So while I've been working on gardening projects and things like that, Sam has been working on the farm stand. I think he's gotten pretty far with it. Let's check in with him. All right, it's a bit of a mess, but it looks great. Put in wooden floors. We've got a big new refrigerator, a new freezer. And currently, what are you working on, Sam?
The ceiling.
What are you doing with the ceiling?
And lights. Putting metal up and putting lights up.
So Sam is our electrician slash construction guy. And he's been wiring everything and putting in these metal roofing for the ceiling. It looks really good. What do you think, Arlo?
It was pretty good.
Alright, so we got the ceiling finished. Got it hooked up to a generator right now just to see if everything works. And it looks pretty darn good, I'd say. Good job, Sam.
Thank you.
I helped too.
Just the walls though.
Yep, just the walls. What do you think, Brody? What do you think? Brody approved.
Alright, so today will be the second time we moved the mobile chicken coop to a new location. They've been here for just over a week. They've done some work to the ground here. This is why we'll be moving them often, because they tear it right up. Hopefully fertilize it, and we'll have some nice green grass growing here shortly. You can see the difference between in there and out there. So we're gonna hook it up. We're gonna go past the house out back to a spot next to the garden. Hopefully it goes well. So this will be the home for it for right now. We kind of pulled it straight in here. Not gonna do anything fancy and try to park it, because if I parallel park it here to the garden, then it'll be really hard to get out. So we can use the garden fence line and then do some fencing down there, back to that corner of the garden. This could be really great because it might keep the bugs in the garden, the slugs and stuff down. The chickens will maybe prevent that a little bit. So get them set up here. You can get one. All right, water's filling up. Got to bring the feeder over, just give them some feed on the ground. They're happy to be out. And it took less than an hour today. It only took us like 45 minutes.
That's great.
So, improvements. Not so bad. This is gonna be a great spot for them. All right, that's it for this week. Another busy week here. Spring is always so busy, but everything's going really well. Hopefully next week will be really exciting and we'll have baby goats, maybe some piglets, getting more chickens in the mail, getting some other stuff. It's gonna be a busy one, so exciting stuff to come. See you then.